Yeah, I'm Poppy out here scaring the shit out of me, dog.
Welcome back to a new video. You've seen our EP reviews, and we're going to put a little twist on it. Today, I'm joined by our lovely guest, Zach, and we're going to be doing a blind reaction where you'll see in real time his reaction to an EP that I brought forth.
I'm nervous.
I'm really excited. It's an artist I've listened to for a while, and we'll talk about that when we get through the intro. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get the headphones on. So today I'm showing Zach Poppy's EP, Stagger. This EP came out in 2022 and is classified on Apple Music as metal. Poppy is an artist who signed with a record label in 2014 and in 2016 released her first EP. The way I and most people remember her was on YouTube making weird videos in a very plain background with her voice just kind of being the only noise.
I'm Poppy. I am Poppy.
She's the original, what I call plant girl. That was her whole gimmick, was being an industry plant, and she has now gone on from that character to be this kind of morphed version of the character for music, touring with Avenged Sevenfold at the current time. I'm really excited to hear what Zach says.
Whoa.
Alrighty, let's talk about track 1, FYB. What do you give it?
I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10? I gave it a 7 out of 10.
So, right off the bat, this is not what I was expecting. Not what I was expecting. I'm a little shook right now. That song had a lot going on. A lot about fucking. That's what the song's about.
I like to think of this as like the heartbreak song of the album, where it's like this guy broke up with her and she's in that fuck you stage. Like, I hope you die, like go get with any bitch you want, they'll never be good enough. That's how I took this song.
I just see that. There's just too much going on here, in my opinion. Like, there's some moments where I'm like, damn, this vibes. Then it goes immediately back into the hard shit. And that's where the store goes down for me. This is not something I would normally listen to. However, I have heard worse music than this, way worse. It was fine. But this is not what I thought it was gonna be.
It's definitely one that's not for everyone. I think this EP will show you some other sides. But as far as that song goes, it's really good to me. The only thing was at the end, the vocals kind of get drowned out, which I think was on purpose. It's just a fault of mine. I'm not a huge fan of not being able to hear everything. Yeah, let's get you into track 2.
I'm so fucking nervous again.
All right, let's talk about track number 2, Pocket.
That was a lot better than the first one.
What'd you give it?
8 out of 10.
I also gave this one an 8 out of 10.
Dude, I got what this is. I got the analogy here. Powerpuff Girls, grown up, first heartbreak. That's what this is.
See, you finally understand it.
That's what the Powerpuff Girls have grown up. You know, in this song, she says, "I'm a better man than you." That's goated.
Exactly.
That's goated. This is a much better song than the first one.
See, this to me is still in the metal vein, but it is not so much the vocal part. This is like classic metal versus the last one was a little bit heavier. There's less screaming in this one. It's much more ear favorable. And it had some really fun synth stuff, which you'll find a lot in this artist's music, where it's kind of like this metal and then like almost hyper pop feel to it. I think it's a great meld.
I think they should have started with this one, personally. Mm-hmm. I think this should have been track 1. There's like a little, I don't know how, like a rhythm.
Yeah.
Without like, I don't know what they're using, but I was vibing to that shit.
I only disagree with you because by time you get to the end, it all makes sense.
Okay.
And I'll explain it then.
Ignorance is bliss, though.
That is very true. I think we're ready to move on to our 3rd track.
Much better song than the first one. That song's called Pocket.
Correct.
It's a weird name for that song.
Talk about track number 3, Shapes.
Another good song. I still prefer Pocket over this one. However, the lyrics in this album, in this song, damn, dude. She's like, I feel thin today. I'm a work in progress. You use me for your amusement. A lot of shit in here about body image, it felt like. A lot of, you made me feel this way, now I'm vibing. I fuck with this. I give it a 7 out of 10.
I gave this a 7.5 out of 10. And this is more in the vein of what I would say a regular song of the artist is. Like 50% of her album will be this, 50% will be kind of closer to the last song. Just very good songs. And this one, yeah, you're right, is like kind of that betterment stage of the breakup where you kind of like are getting out of your slump is how I take it. Just going based off the first 2 songs. It just goes insane. It's that heavy background plus the light vocals.
The vocals made this one, and the lyrics are really good. But I stand by my Powerpuff Girl analogy earlier.
Yeah, that's not too terribly off. Just because
imagine if the Powerpuff Girls were a little bit older, and then now they're killing dudes who break their hearts. That's what this fucking feels like.
Mojo Jojo got smoked, bro.
Dude, I'm, like this feels like that though. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go on to track 4, the final track.
4 for the store. I done nothing, dude. I'm tripping. A question for you. Is this Poppy?
This might be Pop.
Okay. I saw the hat when I was listening to it.
You finally pieced 2 and 2 together.
I'm a little slow, dude, okay? Like best song on the EP.
All right. Track number 4 is Stagger. What'd you give it?
8.5.
I gave this one a 9 out of 10.
8.5 out of 10 for me.
I thought this was by far the best on the album. This is that, like, for a 4-song like EP, this is a clear ending. Like, if you
True.
put this in an album ending spot, it's a clear ending.
True.
And like I've been mentioning, this is 100% the kind of like I'm able to get back on my feet of like a breakup kind of thing. This was like accepting that it's time to move on and moving on.
This is vibey, dude. This one vibes. This is like you put this in the fucking playlist and you're cruising and the sun is setting. Like, breakup, whatever. Nah, to me, this is vibey. This is like I'm in the fucking wilderness and I'm just sitting there doing unnatural things.
What?
That's what it's like. Poppy's weird as shit. She's weird. It all makes sense. I'm blown away, dog.
With the reveal of it being Poppy, how do you feel about the EP overall?
I liked it. I just think the first song is so out of left field, especially if you don't know what you're going into. But the 3 songs after it, I think work like really well.
I think in a blind listen, that point stands. When you look at the album art, I think it will no longer stand.
I've not seen the album art.
I know, and that's what we'll do now.
Huh. Yeah, I'm Poppy out here scaring the shit out of me, dog.
You have I disagree sitting back here, and you think that is scarier?
I never listened to her music, so I'm like, dude, you got night and day here. Day and night. What is she doing? What is she doing for lunch, dog?
Her EP, her single Honeys photo shoot.
Does she have any real albums? Is that an album?
That's an album.
Okay.
Yeah, she's got a couple.
That last song is a fucking good ass song.
Yeah.
8.5 for me is pretty solid.
What do you give the album art out of 10?
I'm going 9.
9 out of 10. Damn, he rated it exactly like me. I gave it a 9 out of 10. I think it perfectly describes exactly what you're getting into, which is just like an emotional wreck.
I mean, she's fucking naked on here, right? Yeah, she is. Yeah. I'm just asking questions, dog. Like,
Correct, she is in the nude.
she's in the nude at noon.
Is that what she's doing for lunch, you?
Probably not. But, like, listen, that last song, kind of beautiful, though. Like, low-key.
Oh, yeah.
Low-key. On a serious note, that last one. What was that song called again?
Stagger. Sorry. I had my notes closed.
What is her music? Like, is it dream pop? Is it
So,
metal? Like, I'm like...
I always describe Poppy as hyper pop metal to anyone because that's really what it is at the core value of it. But you get the occasional song like Stagger that is what she looks like, which is kind of like white girl pop.
I fuck with it.
I mean, I do too. That's definitely a thing of mine, especially in the like winter and the spring. This is the vibe. But she's got year-round vibe music.
I'll be checking out her music when I get home later.
Hell yeah.
Just, Stagger's pretty good, though. That was definitely the highlight, in my opinion.
Oh, I totally agree. It was really close to getting a perfect score for me. Thanks for joining us with another EP review. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out Poppy, and check our next video. See ya.